Hey, what is going on out there, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Sim Aviator. Happy Tuesday to all of you. Tuesday today. Yeah, my schedule has been a little bit here and there, sometimes we're doing Mondays and Wednesdays. It's just right now there's so much going on. But I'm trying to find as much time as I can for streaming. And here we are. We'll be doing the next stream on Thursday. So yeah, that's that. So this week we're going to be doing Tuesday and Thursday, but here we are in the Condor livery, the Talbot livery, as some of you guys say. What is going on? Wizard comes, welcome aboard, my friend. He said Lufthansa 11 Hotel with you. All right, perfect. Coming from LEVC. What airport is that? When the stream starts, I'll be reaching the gate. There you go. Okay. Let's see. You said you were Lufthansa. All right, 11 Hotel, so you're right there. All right, perfect. Yeah, we're here in Barcelona. We're going to Frankfurt, where we'll be checking out the Aviotek Frankfurt scenery for X-Plane 12. I did try to get this jetway going. It's not working for whatever reason. Oh, wow, it worked now. All right, so boarding has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Jetways are in. The doors will be open in a second. Now we'll be down to go. Aviation Enjoyer, what's going on, man? Welcome aboard. Wizard comes has barely made it. Hey, man, at least you made it. Gemini, that's 777. Good to see you, man. How you doing? Good, like, long time. Absolutely, man. Everything is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully all is well with you as well, my friend. Nathan says I may join ya IDK if I really want to buy Barcelona, though. Nah, don't buy it. This is default X-Plane 12. I don't know what sim you will be on. But this is default X-Plane 12 airport. Look at it, like, it just looks so good, except the anti-aliasing and obviously the clouds. But I guess that's fine. Also, wanted to make sure my volume is up and going. Now, Tails Aviator, what's going on, brother? Welcome aboard. Welcome. All right, so let's go ahead, do that. Get that music off. Let's go at and put the stuff going. Yeah, we got live. Yeah, I don't know if you guys do this, know about this, but this is like a free ground services plugin. Pretty cool in my opinion. You can add stuff as well, but just that itself is absolutely amazing. So pretty cool. But anyway, let's go ahead inside the aircraft and we are gonna get this thing started. So go inside the cockpit and let's start the aircraft up here. Battery 1 and battery 2. And let's just go. PFD brightness is up. I'm gonna go external power as well. Totally. All right, so that's taking care. That's taking care of that. Nav on the IRSs. Let them align. Crew supplies coming on. Emergency exit lights on. Nav lights are on as the aircraft is now powered. The strobes to auto, and everything else is good on this side. I remember when this used to be turned off when Toliss when I first used to use Toliss. Maybe there's something that has changed, but now those radios are on. That's like one less step to do. Let's go to the MCDU. Let's get the brightness up as well. Here and here. Let's get the ECAM going. Lower DU brightness coming up. First officer side. Let's get this going and get this going. Let's see. All right, parking brake is set. We probably are chalked, so that's all good. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of the parking brake here. I think we are good to go. Now I do have my flight plan loaded up on WatSim. Did I file it? No, I actually didn't file it. Give me one sec. Oh wait, I haven't even created the flight. All right, hold on. What was the CFG, I believe? Condor? Yes. 2644 departing. We're departing LEBL, which is Barcelona, and we're going to Frankfurt, which is going to be the Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot aircraft type A321. I'm just going to pick that up there, and ARAC is good to go. Lido format, yes. Perfect. 2 hours and 5 minutes of block time. We'll be departing shortly once we're done with everything and the passengers have boarded. Alrighty. I think that's good. We're gonna go hit, like, the sim brief is so different. Like, I was out on vacation and apparently I heard about sim brief update. I hadn't checked it out. I'm looking at it now. It's kind of different. I mean, pretty different. But it's pretty cool though. I no longer have to really look at the freaking OFP. Like, everything I need is like right here, which is pretty cool. So just saves time on that. But while that is going on, let's take a look at the weather. Spooled up, what's going on, brother? Welcome aboard. HK Sim Pilot is in the house. Welcome. Good City Altitude is here as well. Hello, good to see you all. Love the sim brief import into the Toliss. Oh man, I mean, I definitely love it and it's amazing, but then at the same time it's like it makes me lazy, right? Like, before I used to do everything. I mean, I still used to use the company route for like the waypoints and stuff, but it's just like it's just taken so much away from just programming the MCDU. It feels like I'm not doing it right, you know. I mean, it is the right way to do it. That's how airlines do it. Yeah, I mean, now you don't have to worry about the payload and stuff as well, which is crazy. So I mean, I love it, but then at the same time, like, it's too simplified and I can't choose not to use it, but it's there and I'm like, you know, so it's kind of like, yeah, I do want to use it because it's pretty cool, but then at the same time I don't want to use it. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with live traffic. Like, there's probably no traffic here. Let me double check one sec there. Let me go into the settings. Okay, that's there. Open sky. Yeah, let's do open sky. Maybe that will bring stuff up. If anyone has ever used this, and if I think this is like paid real traffic, like you gotta pay for the subscription. This one gives you like free access to, like, for like a few requests or something. And FS Charter, I'm not sure. I really need to figure this out, but yeah, it's interesting. I might want to try this one because I think I do have account on FS Charter, so I might want to try that at some point later. But yeah, it's, you can like set volumes of the other aircraft and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool for freeware. And yeah, let me just one more time. Status information. Yeah, there's not many planes. There are, yeah, so they're like, yeah, whatever. So it's not too many, but like maybe it's what it's like middle of the night at Barcelona. Maybe that's why we're not getting enough traffic, because it uses live data like ADSB and stuff. So we'll see what that, like, you know, we'll probably not have any traffic. You know, if we were flying in the US right now, probably make a difference. Rocksteady Strong, what's going on, brother? Big up to you as well. Welcome aboard. Tails Aviator says, where on SimBrief does it tell you the re-speeds for descent and climb? I don't think SimBrief tells you re-speeds, because that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's something new that came out with this update. I'm not sure if it gives you re-speeds. I would assume it probably won't, but who knows? But yeah, last I know, it was not there. Let's do exclamation METAR depth. Get the weather here out of Barcelona, and we'll get started with the aircraft. Makes you want to do better briefing? How? That's definitely gonna be skipped, I guess. Because it has the top of descent, but I don't know where it says what. No, yeah, it has to be your RENAV doing it. So your aircraft needs to give. What aircraft you're flying? I mean, just use your aircraft. Most aircraft, especially an on-X plane, most of them have your V-speeds and whatnot. So you're cool with that. That's not working, huh? Let me double check. Go to. Was that Nightbot? Yeah, Nightbot. Nightbot's dead. Oh, what happened to Nightbot? Hold on. Let me double check. Let me log in here real quick. I mean, it's there. It's probably not working. I'm gonna try it one more time. Otherwise, I'll pass on it for now. We'll take weather in a separate way. METAR depth. Oh, there you go. It's wait, what? Prague? Oh, hell yeah. I see. Hold on. Where's my sim brief? I haven't pre-filed. LatSim pre-file. and it's just picking up the METAR from like the older flight plan. Well, let me file flight plan. Our cruise altitude will be 340. And by the way, I don't know if you guys saw Flight Deck to Sims video, but now you gotta be careful if you're flying, especially if, I mean, only if you're on X-Plane 12, you gotta be careful flying behind other aircrafts, as you might get wake turbulence, which is pretty cool. Alright, so let's get our controls cam on. Let's put that. Alright, that's better. Alright, so I'm gonna go to init, and let's call for init request and see what we get here. I think now probably have to wait for a couple seconds before checking the weather again, so that it gets updated on their side. Line, okay, so this is good. We're looking at Barcelona, EDDF, that's looking good. Alternate is EDP. Condor 2644 is our flight number, cost index of 43, flight level 340. Looking absolutely good. Alright, so yeah, 16 minutes of data on open sky. I mean, it's probably, yeah, I don't need it because there's no planes here. Let me double check here real quick. Yeah, we do have some people flying around, but yeah, it's barely anything because, again, this is live traffic, so there's no live traffic in Barcelona probably in the middle of the night. I'm just gonna turn that off. I don't want to waste my requests and whatnot. But that's looking good. We're gonna go to wind tropo. We're gonna hit wind request, and we have our climb winds there. All of that probably is getting picked up from SimBrief. We're looking good at flight level 340 and descent winds. Beautiful, beautiful. I do want to double check my fuel, 9.9 tons. What is SimBrief telling me? I have no, where is it? Block fuel 9.9, so that's good. Let me go ahead and do the METAR dest again. METAR dest. Sorry. METAR dep is what we need. Gemini Jet says, have you done any flights in the default A330 yet? No, actually not. Like, I did test it out and everything, but like, no, I haven't done any flights on it yet because I'm waiting for the custom FMC. I mean, or the Airbus MCDU rather. And once that is done, I'll be flying that as well, and you know, see, it's a pretty decent plane. I do want to try it out. The METAR departure 0807, 9,000. So 9 kilometers is the visibility. Few clouds at 010, temperature 11, dew point 10, QNH 1018. So I do have to go there. 1018. So that takes care of that. Looking good. Climbing flight level 340. We don't have any ATC online, so we'll be on Unicom for this flight. If anyone wants to fly along, feel free to hop in. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of live traffic completely. I don't wanna waste my requests because this one also gives you like specific like requests total per month, which is not many. So yeah, if there's not much traffic, who cares? It's fine. We're looking good here. That's Wizard Crumbs, I believe. Yeah, if anyone else is flying along on the stream, let me know in the chat, and we can take a look at you. But IRSs have aligned. We're gonna go to the MCDU. We're gonna go to flight plan now, and let's see what route I have from SimBrief. So SimBrief tells me we will be hold on. So I'm gonna go to departure, LEBL departure, runway 02 for departure. SID will be, what the hell? Okay. I was like, what is that? Agent 2 Sierra. So that's that one. No transition, as it always is almost always is in Europe. So that's cool. So let's insert that. And we're gonna plan for runway 07 right in Frankfurt. So we'll go to EDDF arrival, and let's do 07 right for now. So we get the correct descent and everything. MPAT or Charlie arrival. So let's just plan for that, and we'll go from there. Via T1. I know we is. insert that. So we pretty much have our flight plan in if everything that we're gonna do is gonna be with this, unless there is anything that changes, but this is what we expect to be taking. Avgeek Jack, what's going on, brother? Welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. I'm actually pretty well, you know. No, I'm touch wood here, honestly. Yeah, had a tough time, you know. You guys know when I took a break from streaming for a couple weeks. Yeah, that time I was like, but we're good, we're well and good, and hoping to get completely fine, and go from there. But thanks for asking, man. Hope all is well with you as well. Alrighty, cool. So this is good. We are good with the flight plan. We're gonna go to perf here. We're gonna go uplink takeoff data, and then I just want to flaps 1 departure. That's fine. I'm just gonna hit flex takeoff. I do want to do flex takeoff before I select on the temperature. Okay, what's up with that? Airports, LEBL. I just want to see the runway length and everything. Airport 10 9er. Take a look at that. It's runway 02. Runway 02 is 8,200. I definitely don't want to do so much flex. Let's do like a flex 35. I'm just gonna do that and hit takeoff data request. It gives me flex takeoff. I don't know if that's how it works, but we're gonna try that. DC, what's going on, man? Excited to see this Frankfurt being, meaning to get it myself. Just haven't seen enough pictures, videos to make the decision already. I already have Airsoft's Frankfurt. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Yeah, we'll take a look, man. And when we're checking it out after landing, definitely ask questions or anything if you want to see anything specific. We'll take a look. Doing flex 39. All right, perfect. All right, so receive takeoff data. Flaps 1 up 0.1. Actually, you know what? Let me just, you know, just to create that entire experience. Let me set up a flat on my Delta Virtual as well. Real quick. Or simjet virtual. I have flights new. I'm just gonna try to see if I find anything in the routes. What is this? EDDF search. Okay, we got some flights. We got Lufthansa and Ryanair. We're just gonna pick that up. Airbus A321 bid that, and we're just gonna fly Condor. So that's perfectly fine. And flying on LATSIM 340 is my cruise altitude. Let's hit start on that.
Welcome aboard, everyone. Before we get moving, please be sure to fasten your seatbelt, return your seat back and folding trays to their full upright position.
Alright, so that's good. We are gonna turn the music off. Let's go. APU's coming on. And let's go. Seatbelt signs on. And let's hit start here. So APU's coming on. We're gonna hit better push back. What side are we pushing back on? We're taking runway 2. It's a short taxi. We're pushing tail to the right. Right, yeah. So better push back. Start push back.
Please show me where you want to go.
We would like to remind you that smoking on board this aircraft is prohibited by law, as is tampering with.
That's good.
Tail is driving up.
Alright, Tail's driving up.
Today, don't hesitate to ask myself or another flight attendant. Have a great flight.
Nicky boy, what's up, man? Oh, I like that name. I like how you got the Mango Studios up there. Pulled up says, what are you using for passenger announcement? It's smart cars. Yeah, it's smart cars. I have connected it to my it's obviously connected to my virtual airline, which is also going to be connected to simjet virtual, which is going to be a hub as a part of. It's going to be a San Francisco hub as a part of Delta Virtual itself. We call it the simjet hub at San Francisco. So we have like our own personal hub, but yeah, it's Delta Virtual and smart cars.
Okay, all doors are system closed. Ready to connect.
Let's
parking brake.
Let me just double check this. Set parking brakes here. My APU is on. I'm gonna set parking brake here. Let's go external. Oh, hold on, chocks. get rid of that. Arm doors cross check, and all call. That's good. Let me check on the other side if everything is good. Now, before I do anything, I do want to get the APU bleed on. Passengers are feeling warm. Beacon light is coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to get out of here. Let's get the fuel pumps on. And what else? Like, let's do that. And external power disconnected. We are looking good. We're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Where's my jetway? Let's go. Toggle jetway attachment. That one will go away. And we are ready to push. We're ready to push. If you've been enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe if this is your first time on the channel or more such live streams. That being said, let's get out of here. I'm gonna get the nose wheel steering off, and I think this is still, we're still waiting for the push, right? Is he? Okay, there you go. We're now connecting. Beacon light is on. And that looks nice. Look at that. Yeah, that's a screenshot right there. Positive Rate Aviation, what's going on, brother? Welcome aboard. Oh, baby, look at that livery. First time. It's actually my first time flying Condor itself. Like, not this specific livery, but just Condor. Alright, let's release parking brake. And push. Alright, we may start engines. I like that Spanish accent a little bit right there. Ignition start. And let's go engine number 2.
All electronic devices. Thank you.
Is this WATSIM traffic? If that's so, it's pretty cool. It's, you know, one thing I do want Toliss to do is, like, if not all windows, at least, like, you know, 2 or 3 on either side. Whatever they feel is good, and just make them look nice, like, you know, how the fly-by-wire A320neo is, like, you know. You don't have to have good textures all across the plane, I get it, you know, trying to save VRAM, probably the reason why we're getting good FPS and stuff. Maybe if it's possible, you know, maybe something I can recommend Toliss for sure. Alright, that engine is good to go, available. We're gonna turn on engine number 2. Oh, what is going on there? Is that live traffic? I thought it's no longer drawing any aircraft. Might as well just turn it off, really. Live traffic. Okay, that is not live traffic. That seems like WATSIM traffic. Oh yeah, that is all WATSIM traffic. Engine number 2 is alive. I love this Condor livery. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's different, right? It's different. Finally flying with the beach towel. Absolutely, man. Welcome aboard. Alright, let's set parking brake here. Beautiful. Let's make sure this is on norm. It's disconnecting the tail. We're gonna connect the nose wheel steering back, and we're gonna start setting up the aircraft here. So let's go flaps 1. There you go. Arm the spoilers. Clean that up. APU bleed comes on. APU master switch goes off. Wing lights coming on. Just waiting for the guy to move out from front of me before I turn on taxi lights. Auto brakes go to the max.
We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you. Do I have my radios working? Alright. Oh, no, I'm not on the frequency. I'm not on the frequency. Hold on. Go 122.8. There. And Barcelona traffic. Condor 2644 radio check.
5
Thank you. Alright, so we're just going to be taxiing runway 02. We had Juliet. And what is this? Kilo? It looks like Kilo. Has to be Kilo. Alright, so Juliet and Kilo. Or maybe we could say Juliet 7 Kilo. And Barcelona traffic, Condor 2644, taxiing runway 02 via Juliet 7 Kilo 7. Engine sounds are heard through your mic right now. Yeah, I know. It's like if I want to enjoy the sounds, I have to turn it off. So it's like that. And this mic is freaking. Hold on, let me. Maybe I'll turn down the gain on it a little bit, but it's gonna pick it up. Like this is a freaking like it's like picks up all the sounds. I know it's like that happens during takeoff and landing. Let's go. Okay, no, I think we're good. All right, let's taxi here. My lights are not on. Those lights, taxi runway turn off lights coming on. Landing lights, I'm gonna keep them ready at off, and we're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Parking brake off. Taxi straight, then to the right. Don't take Echo, take Juliet. Alright. I wanted to fly the Neo today, but like, I did not want to fly Lufthansa. I don't know if Lufthansa has A321neos, but I did not want to fly Lufthansa because I've flown it too many times. And then two aircrafts I considered was, wait, doesn't Iberia? No, Iberia doesn't have a Neo, I think. Do they? I could have flown Iberia if they, but like Condor didn't, so I was trying to fly Vueling as well. But even that one is like 200, so I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna bring the bumps down here, Toliss, ground contact.
If I can get everyone's attention, we will now review safety information regarding the flight today. When you see the seatbelt sign illuminate, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fitting, one into the other.
I think this is good. The reason why I'm doing it is because I have a butt kicker attached to my seat. So if I want to feel the engine vibrations, I gotta turn down the bumps because otherwise the bumps would be too loud. Alright, let's clean that up. Oh, is it? Is it wobbling? Damn! Why do they do that? Let's slow this down. I do want to find Juliet. Actually, I can't, so I'm just gonna go on Echo. This is Lima 8. We're gonna go on Echo, and then we'll go to Juliet from there. Okay. Probably, okay, I should have yielded to him. Maybe that is Wizard Chrome, so we'll be cool with me doing that. Oh, look at that. We got an aircraft on our side. Takeoff on our side, rather. Oh, early rotation. Man, look at that view. Damn.
Forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs, ensuring your feet are flat on the floor.
I'm working on the Toliss. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, man. That would be
Instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch.
Just booked a flight from Pittsburgh to Myrtle Beach on the 320 Neo. Oh man, can't wait for the 320 Neo from Toliss to come out. Shoot. Alright, is this Juliet? I think this has to be Juliet. I'm gonna take it.
Also use the whistle and light to attract attention. Your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arm into the strap, and hug the cushion to your chest. Electronic devices like phones and laptop computers.
Did by the Neo expansion.
When the seatbelt sign is off,
Did I miss anything?
by the crew. Mobile phones must remain off.
New to the Toliss A321, but love it. I think you're replacing my FlightFactor. Or you can wait for the 320 Neo that's gonna come out in March this year. March this year. So I don't know the exact dates, but the 320 Neo comes out. So that's, I mean, I don't know if you like the 319, but if you're replacing a 320, maybe get the 320 Neo. I don't know. I mean, 319 is great too. And I have both of them, but yeah, definitely great planes. Great planes. I don't think you've done too many flights in Asia recently. Maybe you could do like Maldives. I gotta get ortho for that, and I'm waiting for the ortho for XP to be updated so I don't have to redo the orthos again. That's the only thing. We gotta have to take a left after that. We're almost ready to go. Let's go. Cabin checked. Takeoff config is normal. Our takeoff checklist is pretty much complete barring the lights. Alright, so we're gonna be taking a left here. I did not read the signs. Oh, that's Kilo 7. Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to turn. It says no entry right there. Kilo 7, runway 02. We're gonna hold short right here. Oh shit, we got a UPS flying along as well. And we got a Lufthansa. Who's UPS? Let's see if we got any traffic on final. Not really. We're good to go. Alright. I don't know what to do. Wait, do I have flex takeoff? Hold on real quick. Brakes on. Flex temperature. No, it's not. Okay, so we're just gonna do toga. We're gonna do toga. Alright, so gonna have to see some togas in the chat as we line up on the runway. Let's go. I'm just gonna do that again. Landing lights coming on. Strobes coming on. Nose lights to take off. We're not gonna need any anti-ice or anything. Takeoff checklist is good to go. Alright. And Barcelona traffic, Condor 2644 landing on runway 02. Alright, let's see some togas in the chat as we line up. We're going to be doing a rolling takeoff here at Barcelona. Get this baby out of here.
Barcelona traffic runner 63, short final runway 24 right.
Oh shit. Where is he? That's not short final. That's not short final. That's a long final. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Toga's in the chat. Engines 50%. Stable. Toga. Pitch down. Jeez, those vibrations. Loving it. Relaxing the forward pressure on the stick. We1 rotates. And pitch up more. Positive right. Gear up, flyby. Oh, look at that beauty. And the beauty of this aircraft. I gotta make a right turn here, so I'm just gonna make that turn, pitch up a little bit more. Lever climb. Okay, my transponder was standby. We'll fix that in a second here. Pitch down. Now pitch down more. Alright, we're good. Oh, look at that. Oh, shit. That's the guy on short final, I believe. Bring the volume down here. Easy to fly an Airbus, isn't it? Still doing 200 knots. Go flaps up. Totally forgot about that. Wait, no. Flaps back in. Yeah, I thought so. I thought I saw the S speed, but I'm like, why is it not speeding up? Maybe there's like a constraint. We did not brief that. Hold up, if you're here. You know what we're talking about. Alright, now we're gonna go flaps up in a second here. Alright, let's go flaps up. See you later, Barcelona. And let's straighten it out. Pitch the nose down to get the speed. UNH standard. Gonna fly it all the way to 10,000 feet. We're good on that climb. A little bit to the right. Look at that departure. Damn. $8,000 feet and climbing. Nicely at 250 knots. Someone in front of me, there's a UPS. So, oh, he landed now. He called for a short final like so long back when we were still lining up on the runway. Alright, 9,400. Oh shit. My other laptop just died. So I might not be able to take a look at the chat for a second. Give me a second. We're hand flying anyway. I mean 10,000 feet. There you go. Let's go autopilot. I do want to get rid of that. Oh, that's fine. Oh my god, those shadows. Landing lights off, wing lights no longer needed, runway turn off, and nose lights going off. And we're looking good on that. Check the overhead, everything's looking good. We have done our, what do you call it? Freaking, yeah, we're past our transition altitude. I'm just waiting for my laptop to come on so I can read the chat here. So I'm just gonna keep talking while I do that. Yeah, so pretty cool on that departure. We're taking the ocean. Where's that UPS, honestly? Like, how far is he? He's like 1,000 feet above me. How did that happen? If that's the same UPS guy, let me take a look at that. Because if that's the same UPS guy that that departed behind me, it's crazy if he went past me. Oh yeah, oh my god, he's right there. What's this call sign? UPS 7202, where are you headed to? He's gone. What? Oh yeah, that definitely has to be the other UPS guy. No, I think that was the sentence. I asked him where he's headed to and he's gone. Weird. That is absolutely weird. Alright, just give me a couple minutes. It's not turning on? Yes, it's turning on. Alright, seatbelt's looking good. Let's go. Seatbelt signs off. Feel free to move about in the cabin if you're seated. Make sure you have your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected turbulence, ladies and gentlemen. That being said, still flyby here. That livery looks really nice. Damn, look at that. I'm just over the water. We're gonna go outside in the orbit cam. Couple of notches down on the vibrations. Alright, I think my PC's that other screen is. Let me take a look at the chat here. Alright, yeah, we can do that on the chat again. Alright, good to see those togas. Toga time. Yeah, Phoenix won't, man, because their entire let me get rid of the controls cam as well. Yeah, Phoenix won't develop an A321 because, I mean, maybe they will, you know, don't they? But even if they do, it will be like a modded A320, because unless they write their own systems, because Phoenix A320 right now is using ProSim, and ProSim only has the A320. So, yeah, so unless they're gonna do an independent development, and they're not gonna need. But then again, like, what will happen if, like, because Phoenix is so good right now because of ProSim, and for anyone who doesn't know, ProSim is pretty much the software that is used to, you know, run a full-size cockpit. Like, for anyone who's watched my channel or who watches Fly with Rookies channel, his 737 cockpit, like the entire thing he has at home, that cockpit runs on ProSim 737-800. And there's a reason why it's an 800, because ProSim only has a 737-800. So, yeah, so that thing is like out of this world, that software. So that's why Phoenix is so good. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes with everything else, honestly, because there's no ProSim A321. Let him spool. Engine sounds are fire. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Toliss engine sound, I like them. I really like them by default. Look at that. Oh my word. The clouds are looking decent, but again, we haven't climbed completely. So we'll see how they look. I can see some funky business going on right there. But man, look at the livery. I'm gonna bring the exterior while. Hold on. Let me go inside. Bring that down. Let's go orbit cruise. There you go. Alright, my laptop is on. It's just getting the chat over there. But yeah, so even if they do make an A321, I don't know if it will be as good as the 320 because it probably won't have to. Unless, you know, unless ProSim and Phoenix have some sort of a partnership and will probably create one for them. But I mean, that's a lot of variables when it comes to like 1.1. I may be wrong, and maybe it will be nice to be proven wrong, but yeah. Phoenix is only good because of ProSim. I mean, sure, you know, their model and everything, but I'm talking about systems and everything else. Whatever is running like in the background. I'm taking off flaps 3. I'm quite heavy. Oh boy. We're always heavy, aren't you? DC Fly says they should mix all colors to make it look like one of those popsicles. Oh god. I tried to do a flight earlier, but went AFK for 5 minutes to get dinner while climbing to cruise, and when I came back, the plane was plummeting towards the ocean. That view of the coastline looks... yeah, it was pretty nice. Ortho looks amazing. Mine is low quality. I mean, depends, man. Just you can get a high quality ortho as well. It depends on the storage. Might as well slap a hard drive there. Chris says that's usually what I do before I pop on the autopilot. Just keep on up to 10,000. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you can. Sometimes, you know, when I'm doing offline flights, I don't have, like, you know, I have to do a bunch of other stuff. So I just pop it on, like, just hand fly to like a couple thousand feet or something, pop the autopilot on and get out. So depends what I'm doing. Oh boy. Yeah, throttle block is definitely a must. Obviously, if you're using hardware throttles. Oh, look at the shadow. Ooh, that was nice. It was like just passing through a cloud shadow. Sick. Whatever you're using as throttle is... Okay, no, so I think he's explaining the throttle. Wizardcom says UPS 702 didn't even report his intention, was driving a plane recklessly and didn't even have a flight plan. I see. That probably someone trying to troll on the stream. That probably explains it. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? It could be someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Yeah, the clouds are still looking decent except that wall there. But Laminar has announced, or like finally, you know, that their clouds is their #1 priority. So that's good to see, and you know, hopefully we see a major overhaul, like major on the. I don't know when that's gonna be, but that will be fun. Not sure I really need to configure my throttle because they're both different values of it, isn't it? DC says, I reckon the clouds would look better if they didn't render from so far. If the far out pixelated ones were more of a blur, it would look superior. Probably. I mean, that's what Microsoft does. So I would think that would work. Yeah, they just need to like gradually keep blurring them more and more as they go further out and out. But this definitely looks like an improvement to me. Like, it's not perfect, but I think these are better than any of the clouds we've seen on X-Plane 12 so far. I feel like in X-Plane 12, the far away things render too sharp. I see. PS is back going to Boston. What? Okay, yeah, he's flying that. But wait, why? Boston's the other way. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, we're going eastward. Boston's the other way. I don't know what the guy's up to. If what you were to say. Oh god. Yeah, I don't think he's going to Boston. There's the shadow again. Pretty nice, man. I really am enjoying how it's looking right now. Very beautiful. Hill says, if I went on WATSIM, I would be that UPS pilot. It's fine, man. It's not that bad as you think. Like, if you know how to fly your plane, that's all you need. Like, and obviously you need to know how to talk, which is not too hard to learn. But once you know how to fly your plane, and follow ATC instructions, I think it'll be good. I am getting us some help just in case. For what? What? Oh, we're flying through a cloud right now, it seems. This looks legit. Although I do want to see, like, when you're passing through the clouds, I do want to see, like, that quick little cloud pieces going over your wing. That would be pretty nice. I think I might have seen it, like, once, but most of the times I don't see it, so that's a different story there. Low-res textures, man. Low-res textures. I think that's the only thing that is affecting Toliss right now. I think the planes are pretty solid in general. Once these low-res textures, like even this on the wing, if they can improve the textures of the exterior, I think the cockpit looks pretty solid to me, honestly. I'm not too mad on how the cockpit looks. Maybe the seats could be, like, you know, a little bit more high poly, but again, like, how many times do you look at it? So whatever matters, like, once you're in the cockpit, that is good enough. That's good enough. So outside textures can definitely improve. I think overall I'm pretty happy with how the cockpit looks like, especially like the part that you stare at the most. It looks pretty well done. There was a time when I did not like the Toliss cockpits, but it's just gotten better, or maybe it's just me getting used to it, but I do really like the cockpits now. What is that? Why is the cloud? What's over the cloud? Like, this just like a sheet. Get rid of the reshade. Still doesn't do much. Get the reshade back. And look at that. Pretty cool. Up says, does WATSIM cost you any FPS? I mean, not that I've noticed. Sometimes when there's like a crap ton of planes rendering, maybe then, but like, you know, when there's like, it's a pretty, like, extremely busy airport, there's some sort of event, maybe a couple FPS, but in general, like, I haven't had real problems with it. Sometimes I do, but like, it's very rare. Usually I'm okay with it. Party of 2, Lufthansa and Condor. I'm taking this flight to Frankfurt. Something in my gut tells me that UPS is weird. Is he still around? I think he's gone. Did you, like, report him to, like, a freaking supervisor or something? Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the stream so far, smash that like button, and if this is your first time on the channel, consider subscribing. All the actions you take on this channel are completely free, so if you're enjoying it, definitely, you know, support the channel and help us grow this community. And yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already, !Discord in the chat to get the link, or check the first link in the description. Wing textures and all the bolts look amazing. Really? No, not really. Not a wall up, just a friend. I see. Man, like, look at those textures. Like you're so close to it, Like those textures definitely could be better. Even these, like look at that. Like this is probably the stupid shadow, but like just in general, like the textures could be a little better. Honestly. Like if you compare the textures on the livery, which is that, yeah, probably the livery is low res as well. I don't know what's happening. I have no clue, but yeah, in general, textures need to improve on the wing. The PBR is pretty amazing, not gonna lie on that. PBR is absolutely amazing. Let's look at the other side. Yeah, even the boats, like look how low res they are. Like they need to be sharp. I wish I could like mod something on this and you know maybe have like an option for like better textures, but I don't know how to do that. Be a pretty nice mod, honestly. But overall, pretty solid. Sunshine liveries, and what they call it. Making that turn. Actually, you want to do a flyby on that turn. Look at that. Look at the contrails. Oh boy. Man. Very nice. Just ordered the iPhone 14 Pro Max. No hate to my green bubble friends. Wait, were you Android before? Yeah, my wife on the trip, like we took the phone, which was so weird, man. We took the phone inside of hot springs because apparently they're okay. Like you know, iPhones are water resistant. And then I actually went back and searched for it. I took my phone too, and nothing happened to my phone. Our phone completely died in like within like 20 to 30 seconds of being inside water. What? They claim it to be water resistant and it's just boom. I'm like, well, what is that? Like honestly, if I had the time in the world, I would probably sue Apple. Because it's like it was what like hot springs are like, yeah, I don't know. My phone's completely fine. I took like underwater videos and stuff. And so many times I put it in there, and I don't have an iPhone. I have a Google Pixel, and mine is water resistant as well. And nothing happened. Nothing really happened. So, I mean, honestly, yeah. But she ended up getting the iPhone 14 Pro, not without the Max. But like, I'm like, Apple claims that phone is water resistant for 30 minutes until like what 1.5 meters deep. Yeah, well, I think it's 1.5 meters. The phone was definitely not more deep than that, and it's like, yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know how Apple works. Like, it's just stupid. I was so mad at Apple. Like, you claim for your phone to be water resistant, and it just completely dies. Yeah, hers was a iPhone XS. I mean, she was due upgrade. She was just past, like, you know. I mean, she's happy to get a new phone, but like, I'm like, you know, she was okay to use it for a couple, I mean, for maybe like until the end of year or something when the new iPhones would come out and get that one. But still, at the end of the day, if you claim your phones to be water resistant, they better be water resistant. But yeah, it's weird. Like, that's one of the reasons why I don't really prefer Apple products, honestly. I mean, it just you know, strengthened my belief that their promises are like whatever. Not even 30 seconds. Like, it's just like we went in, it was in the pocket, like, oh, gotta take it out, and it's dead. Like, what? Seriously? It might have been opened up before and the seal was broken. No, why? Her phone had never had any problems, and there was no reason to open it up. We didn't take it to any other, you know, repair or anything. It was perfectly fine until this day. Yeah, definitely that's definitely not the case. PC says I've owned an Android back in the day, but just more of a convenience thing, owning Apple now. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Like, you know, I probably said this on another stream before, but when I came to the US like a few years ago, the first thing I noticed was like every single person uses iPhone. What? How? Why? Like, there's so many good phones out there. How can everyone just be using iPhone? And that's the thing. Like, all of her friends have iPhone. Even my best friend is whenever he has a Pixel right now, but he's like, I do want to try an iPhone once in my life, kind of thing. It's like, so I'm gonna next time I upgrade, I'm gonna get an iPhone. And I'm like, wow. Once you fall into that trap, you're not coming back. I tried so hard to ask, like, you know, when we were looking at phones for her on the trip, I was like, you know, let's, you know, take a look at the Pixel. It freaking competes, like, it's $300 less than the iPhone, and it competes in almost everything. Like, you know, the camera is like almost up to iPhone standards. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not. And she's like, nah, you know, I'm too deep in this. I'm gonna get an iPhone. I'm like, okay, whatever. I tried for an hour, but I showed her videos and stuff on YouTube. Just like, no. And I mean, one of her arguments was like, all of her friends, they have iPhone, so, you know, that they take like all kinds of, like, you know, anywhere they go, they take pictures and all that stuff. So it's like, yeah, like they share pictures through AirDrop and everything. And I'm like, I mean, it's fine. I can upload on Google Drive for you or something. But like, nah, everyone's using it. I'm gonna keep using iPhone. Cool. Yeah, we got her an iPhone 14 Pro. But I agree. DC says the same thing, right? The reason why he's getting an iPhone is just because everyone around you, and it just becomes easier, which I agree. You know, can't deny that. Google Pixel family to Apple. Yeah, and honestly, I was so mad, man. I was so mad. Here's a look at that wing texture. So red. Oh yeah. DC, I think you've done some of this stuff. Like, I mean, probably not with paint, but do you think you could add like better textures? Like, is it possible? Oh yeah, that's so low. I think I could probably just like add lines on something. And it would probably be better. I don't know. It should be an easy fix, isn't it? So like, if that happens, like if that's workable, let me know and I can get like a permission from. I can try to get a permission from Toliss, to release that mod. I mean, that would be pretty cool, honestly. Is there? Also, one more question. Do you think do they have like like window textures on those as well? But I mean, that's the thing, right? With window textures, you gotta change the model as well a little bit. I don't know if that's possible, but it's definitely something that, you know, it's such a good plane. Like, you know, there's just the textures are like meh on the wings and the fuselage and everything. Let's be honest, the majority of Apple users are just there to keep their blue bubble social status. Real? Is that bad? Like, green bubble? Like, honestly, I don't really care. Like, I was like, you know, in the future, if I were to have kids, I told my wife, you know, our kids will probably be using iPhones as well. But even then, you know, maybe I might go and use an iPhone, but most likely I probably won't, because like, literally oh, by the way, a funny story. So there's an app on Android that gets you that little island that iPhone 14's flagship feature has. That what is dynamic island is what they call it. Man, there's an Android app. It lets you get that for free, and then if you want it for everything that iPhone does, like every single utility that iPhone 14 provides with that dynamic island, you gotta buy the app for like $5. Like, you know, it's like a freemium thing. So if you pay $5, you get all features of the iPhone's little dynamic island. I'm like, look at that. I can buy any phone I like and then add that island and I get an iPhone experience as well. I'm like, what? I was like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. It looks exactly the same, even if you like touch it, like, you know how it like gets a little bigger on the iPhone. It's exactly the same thing. And I'm like, shit, this is crazy. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, you save a couple $100, $300, you get pretty much everything you got on iPhone. One thing though, so if you take a lot of videos and stuff, then I would say iPhone is the best phone camera for videos. But in pictures, like the Pixel 7 Pro beats the iPhone in a lot of stuff. It's like yeah, whatever. I've seen a random short of a woman from Tinder discussing blue bubbles versus green, and some of them were. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing that I mean. I know this is a flight simulator stream, but we're on that conversation right now, and I'm like, I really want to talk about it. And it's that, what's it with, what, like, okay, sure, like, you know, it's like the same thing, right? You know, Microsoft Flight Sim people will never watch X-Plane streams. Or some of them do, but like most of them are like, meh, whatever this is, or in general, like, you know, that's how they treat X-Plane users. And I think what, from what you're telling me, it's like, it's probably the same thing. And it's just that everyone is using iPhone, so if you're not using an iPhone, you're whatever only, like, you know. It's kind of weird. False advertising. I know, right? I actually use the exact same word. Sales Aviator says, honestly, I think it's just so when using Twitter it says sent on iPhone. Yeah, that thing as well. I don't get it. Like, whatever you send it from, why do I care? Flying in right now in X-Plane 11 from Atlanta to Chicago, about to start descending. Good, man. Happy landings. I remember years ago when I had an iPhone 5 and iPhone 10 came out, and I remember wanting to jailbreak my phone to get the notch and swipe up to get to the home screen. I know, right? On Android there used to be a feature where I even forgot the word, but I used to do root, R-O-O-T. That's the word. Yep, that's what you would do to an Android phone, which is like an equivalent of jailbreaking. But then Android just is like, you know, you want these features, guys? Take it. Here you go. You don't need to do that anymore. I'm like, cool. Yeah, it's quite similar thoughts, man. The OG iOS jailbreaking scene was a huge plus for me. All my old iOS phones were jailbroken. Oh god. Those people are toxic to the community. This is supposed to be a brother. I know! And I'm assuming you're talking about flight sims. And I know, man. I know. It's so sad that, you know, just because I choose to be an X-Plane streamer, like primarily, like we're bringing back Microsoft into the mix as well, so we'll be flying Microsoft as well. But like primarily, I'm an X-Plane streamer, and just because of that, like, you know, I've been seeing such lower view counts. Like usually, yeah, it's like it's crazy. Like people think it's like some out of this world thing, third world sim. I mean, sure, you know, right now I get it, but look at that. The clouds are looking decent now. I mean, I'm not saying they're looking good, but like I do get it. Like, you know, that anti-aliasing's broken, clouds broken, and weather was broken. Apparently the weather got fixed. I haven't seen much bumps today. I do want to fly into like a storm or something. I did actually take off from Seattle, which had like some sort of storm clouds going on. It's been raining for a few days. Last night, in X-Plane as well, and I did feel bumps, but they were very similar to the flight I took that morning to come back to LA, and it felt very realistic. Like those bumps were legit. I'm like, cool, you know. The weather's improving now. The only two things I would say is, like, obviously if you want an ortho, I can't help you. Laminar can't help you unless you want to download them. But apart from that, it's like, yeah, the clouds and anti-aliasing are the two biggest things that needs to be fixed, and then we are gonna be good. But yeah, that's the thing. People will still not just, people will just treat it in a weird way, like outcasts and stuff, which is that's why I love Android, isn't it? Isn't it? My answer is always, who the hell cares? Just shut up and fly, isn't it? Yeah, like I remember, like, oh my god, like my X-Plane 12 release stream, which was the best stream I've ever had. Insane. I had like some total of 20,000 views and like 20 plus, and then like I had 600 people watching at one time, and literally like I would say half of the people were chatting, were talking, comparing it with Microsoft. And I'm like, guys, shut it down. And then my mods started deleting their comments because, like, I told them to, because, like, X-Plane 12, sure, you know, there will be a time and place, you know, especially when I was streaming. I mean, now, whatever. But, like, the first thing everyone in the chat was putting, is it better than Microsoft? Is it this? Is it that? And everything had to do with Microsoft. And they're like, why are you deleting the comments? Because I'm like, X-Plane 12 is an upgrade to X-Plane 11. I don't know. I don't care right now that it's, you know, better than Microsoft or not. Compare it with X-Plane 11. Is it better compared to X-Plane 11? That's what we're here to review. We're not here to talk about Microsoft. I mean, at that point when we were streaming. So, I mean, yeah, it's, people are crazy. They just want to compare, and everything should be perfect. Yeah, whatever. I mean, you know, here we are. We're gonna fly both sims. We're gonna enjoy best of both worlds. But yeah, just and even on the, so in the chat they were like, oh, this is shit, Microsoft. Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna be sticking with Microsoft. I'm like, no one's asking you to not stick. Why are you announcing to the world what you're doing? Even in the chat, like even in the comments, like if you go back to that video and take a look, the comments are like, I'm like, bro, this is not good. It's strange because when P3D and FSX were around, no one cared about your Exactly! Are you an X-Plane and P3D? Yep. Yep. It's crazy right now. Can't lie, I used to be a bit of a MSFS hater, mainly to get TikTok views. Yeah, I mean, I know someone else who hates on X-Plane to get more views and more donations, but that person shall go unnamed. I'll neither confirm or deny any speculations in the chat. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree. Microsoft, but you cannot beat Microsoft when it comes to the graphics. Like, it's simple enough. But here's one thing that a lot of people fail to understand, is that if it was on a regular game, like if you're doing like a GTA versus like a Red Dead Redemption, you can be like, yeah, I like the graphics better on this because it's supposed to be that way. The flight sims graphics, definitely, yes, we want everything looking good. We want the eye candy and whatnot, but no, it's not. Graphics is not a #1 priority. Like even like just last week, I flew on Microsoft. I flew the A320neo, and as soon as I took manual control to land that aircraft, I'm like, nah. I mean, it's good. The flight model is good. If I'd never flown X-Plane, I would think it's amazing. But comparing with how the Toliss flies, I was like, nah, bro. This thing cannot fly as good as X-Plane. Like, yeah, it's as simple as that. X-Plane is freaking fluid when you get a good FPS, obviously. But yeah, there's some disadvantages right now. Performance. But apparently they're improved how the VRAM usage is going to be. My biggest complaint with X-Plane right now is three biggest complaints: anti-aliasing, clouds, and what do you call it? Performance. Weather seems to, Austin Weather Pro has gotten better. Look at the clouds; they don't look bad at this point, honestly. Like, I don't think I've seen decent looking clouds consistently. Like, I'm not saying they're perfect, but like, okay, far away, yeah, they're not good, but like, yeah, these clouds look good. These clouds look pretty solid. exactly, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to announce. Even on Facebook, man. Holy shit! Like on Facebook, like you see all these people like shitting on inside of X-Plane group. Someone asks a question like, is Toliss, say for example, like, is Toliss A321 good? And I'm just making this up, but I've seen things like this. Is Toliss A321 good? Should I buy it? And someone comes in the chat, in the comments, and is like, get the Phoenix A320. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, seriously. Like, he's asking about X-Plane. And it was an X-Plane group. I'm like, I don't get you guys. Like, just... And then there's like this other group of people. Oh my god, I'm so done with X-Plane. This is it. I'm uninstalling it right now. I'm going to Microsoft. Like, why are you announcing it to the world? No one cares what you do, bro. Do your thing. Oh, look, I can see someone else's controls as well. That's probably Wizard of Crumbs. Right there. Oh, what coast am I on? Exactly. Eventually I'll give Microsoft a shot, but my time, my terms, no. Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, and I'll tell you this, like recently, every time I've flown Microsoft, which hasn't been too many times, I can't say I didn't enjoy it. Like, I really enjoy flying on Microsoft too, but it's just that it doesn't feel as good as X-Plane feels. But I did enjoy Microsoft. It's come a long way, so, you know, but whatever, man, whatever. To each their own. That's Nice is where we're going. We're gonna be going over Italy. Where's Frankfurt though? Frankfurt is around there, right? Alright, Frankfurt is right there. Yeah, I see it now. Oh, I wonder how we're gonna go. I do want to see that. Okay, we're gonna be making a left turn. Yeah, a couple left turns to go to Frankfurt. Oh. They always have to make a spectacle of themselves. Seriously. You know. HKSim pilot says more users doesn't mean it's better. Exactly. That's the other argument they use. Oh, look at the Navigraph survey. Everyone uses Microsoft. No one uses X-Plane. Like, it doesn't matter, man. No, I love both sims. And it's like, it's just got more users because, and you know, here's some things that you cannot deny. First of all, it's graphically superior than any other flight sim out there. And that's the biggest reason why it pulled so many people away from P3D, FSX, X-Plane, everything. And then there's obviously, because it was so good, like, you know, all these gamers wanted to get into it. Some people just still fly it as a game. Some people use it as a sim now, when they learn more about stuff, when they watch contents like this. But, like, that's the thing, right? Like, the biggest reason why people are flying that thing more often is not because it has a good flight model or anything. Not saying it doesn't. But no one cares really about flight model on Microsoft. All they care about is eye candy, which is not a wrong thing to do, but that's the reason why it has more users. How simple is that? We're still flying in 11 as in VR, XP12 is still. Yeah, man, that's a big problem. I just remembered what happened to the Airbus Falcon. Oh, what happened? Yeah. It just annoys me so how much people are hating on laminar. Like, I saw someone was being really good, laminar lazy. I mean, sure, you know, I mean, I wouldn't call them lazy, but their priorities were kind of weird. Like, they shouldn't have released the sim in this state. Like, I mean, right now it's pretty good. I can probably say that, you know, if this X-Plane 12.04 beta 2, if this was the final, if this was the initial beta release, I wouldn't be mad, honestly. I would be very happy with this. But yeah, they kind of rushed the release. But I mean, gotta pay the bills, man. Gotta pay the bills. I'm still on 11 right now, but own 12. John, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Welcome aboard, friend. Yeah, we're just talking about people comparing everything, you know. Exactly, like, we're such, like, DC, I agree with that. Like, we're such a niche community or niche to people that say it that way. But like, we're such a small community, like not everyone is in it. Like before, I used to remember, like, people didn't care what sim you flew. It was like, oh, that's a cool plane, that's, you know, and they would mind their business. If they shared pictures, everyone would be like, oh wow, that looks cool, and all, you know, just like everything was like, I mean, I'm not saying there weren't sim wars, there were at the end of the day, but it's just the magnitude of it is like completely on a different level right now. Yeah, I mean, DC himself is flying X-Plane 11 right now. Liberga, what's up, bro? Welcome aboard. Not some stupid campaign with Swiss 001. I mean, but honestly, man, to honestly tell you the truth, like, I've been following Laminar's, like, X-Plane's YouTube channel, and dude, it's doing them a lot of good. Like, I think they were at like 5,000 to 7,000 subscribers when X-Plane 12 came out. They're at 60,000 right now, like, or maybe even more right now as we speak. But it's definitely, you know, making them more visible out there. So they're working in a good way promotionally, YouTube channels. And Swiss 001 is a big reach, man, big reach. So yeah, I mean, would I have picked Swiss 001? Probably not. But it's well, just for the sake of numbers, it's pretty solid. Does it look like I care? Everyone else is, yep, you've already lost. True that. I must say Laminar has done an amazing job pushing out updates. Yep, definitely. I didn't think they'd paid attention to older aircraft, but there were still updates to the MD. Yep, definitely. I think they were losing so much market share they panicked. That too. But honestly, I would say they probably lost more market share with this release. But it's fine, man. It's fine. You know, everyone who was an X-Plane user, once they see X-Plane is looking absolutely fantastic, when X-Plane, when you know, maybe 12.10 or 12.20 comes out, it will take some time, but at some point it will be amazing, and like a lot of people will come back. So we'll see how that goes. I actually haven't watched it just because it was Swiss 001, but I did watch an explanation video that Austin posted after. But yeah, bit odd though that Swiss 001 uses it, but they had him on the video. I mean, reach, man, reach. I'll probably use him as well. Swiss 001 was to give me a shout out for my YouTube channel. I will take it, man. I mean, do I like the streamer? No, but I mean, reach. At the end of the day, it's all about reach. And Laminar really needs that right now. I do want to see how much plane of let's see, an official, yeah, they're at almost 62k right now, which is insane. And they got a shit ton of views, man. Like, why the Cirrus jet is so slow? That video has 65,000 views. Race to New York has 84,000 views. So it's like, look at all those views, man. Like, yeah, sure, a lot of those are like different and doesn't get so many views, but they're still getting pretty solid like amount of views. Like, you know, FlightSim versus reality, 16k views. How do jet engines work? 6.4k. So they're doing pretty good for themselves. I wouldn't blame them for making those videos. Found it funny that Swiss 001 was making fun of Microsoft in the collab video, and when after looking just now, the majority of his recent uploads have been MSFS. Dude, and this is, I mean, not related to Swiss 001, but man, I've been seeing so many of those Microsoft Flight Sim shorts where people you like are misleading other like viewers. They're just making like random, they put ATC sounds there, and they'll make random videos showing like a plane crash and all that kind of stuff, and they get like a crap ton of views with that. I mean, sure, you know, they're putting the hard work there, but it's like some people don't even realize that's not real, and they're just like, whoa, what just happened there? Yep, he wouldn't be what he is without X-Plane. So many streamers, man. Many streamers. What I like about Laminar is that they don't want to compete. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to do it, man. Honestly, if someone's got something that's so much better than you, and you're like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, one person, like, you know, let's let's just pick on a random actor, like let's say Chris Evans. All right, like I think the guy looks pretty solid, pretty amazing. I would love for me to look like him, but I know at the end of the day, there's no way I'm gonna look as good as him. You know, maybe I can have a body like him, if I go to the gym and stuff. But you know, it's just, you know, it's your limitation. You will never look like Chris Hemsworth. So, I mean, I wouldn't even try doing that. Chris Evans, not Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth, pretty. Well, Thor, I love him. But yeah, I mean, just a simple example. So Laminar, just like, you know, we're probably not gonna get to Microsoft level. We're not gonna get satellite streaming. It's impossible. We don't have that kind of money. So, you know, let's just not try to compete with them. Let's do what we do, in the best way possible. And that's a good attitude, honestly. About to land in Gran Canaria, being a long 6 hours. Nice, man. Happy landing to you as well. Dale says, I mean, there's X-Force PCs, and they build PCs for Microsoft too. Really? Interesting. Actually, we were talking about Chris Evans, not Hemsworth. I just used it interchangeably for a moment. But yeah, no, definitely, yeah. We're talking, like, we're just talking about Laminar accepting that, you know, they can't compete with Microsoft in terms of like ortho and stuff, and they're like, you know, hey, we're not here to compete with Microsoft. We're here to do our own thing. So it's just somehow went there. I don't know if it was a good example, but it's just simple. Microsoft FlightSim shorts are ridiculous, always random crashes and stuff. Remember back in November, people even recreate. Yeah! Like, bro, stop it! Don't do that! There's a lot of annoying content creators in FlightSim community, honestly. But hey, Keen, welcome aboard! Now let's go into the orbit camera. I like that the fact Microsoft bans people for recreating. Wait, what do you mean bans people? How do they know? Like, if I don't post I mean, even if I post a video, they're not gonna know what my account is, do they? Like, how does that work? Top of descent is right there, 220-ish from top of descent right now. Go back in the exterior camera. Alright, with that being said, I'm gonna grab something to munch on. I'll be gone for about 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. Especially, like, you know, honestly, like with my recent health scare that happened a couple weeks ago. Obviously it was the acid reflux and stuff. Like, I'm you know, I have to eat like every couple hours or so, and yeah. So I'm just gonna head out, but I'll be right back and continue the topic. Alrighty, I'm back. I think I took longer than expected, but had something nice. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised how the clouds have not misbehaved too much today. Definitely good update. This is the second time I'm flying on this update. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Been a while since I've flown in the sim. Had to do an uninstall sadly, but I moved back a version. Can't wait to get flying again. Beautiful, man. DC says, as they should. I noticed someone has made paver twin towers. What the heck? Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so as things stand, give me one sec. Never mind. Cool. Alright, how far are we? It's about 120 from top of descent. Let's take a look at what the weather's looking like. Exclamation point, METAR. Dest now. Something good on the fuel. Go to flight plan. Yeah, we'll be landing with more than enough fuel. What is that METAR? Auto-generated 060 at 3 knots. 999. Okay, so full visibility. What's 1200? I cannot read this METAR. Okay, temperature 04. Dew point 03. Q and H is 1015. Yeah, I can't read that METAR. Oh, runway 25 right. Something about the 25 runways. What's the wind looking like? 060. So is Frankfurt landing 25s right now? Because Embraer gave me 07s. Well, I'll just land with what Embraer has given me. We got some aircrafts at Zurich Airport. This is zoom level 14. Maybe I could go one notch up, right? Like maybe go for 15 for en route. So yeah, how I create orthos is just like for en route or like for en route areas where there's like no airports or everything. I'll just create a zoom 14 file. And I mean if you're inside like let's see how it looks. It doesn't look bad. Can look better, but I don't know. Like it's storage versus resolution, so yeah, maybe I can go one notch up, but then I might need another hard drive. But yeah, I think 15 would be a good what do you call it? Good compromise. 14 is maybe just a tad too low. But yeah, so let's take a look at our charts here real quick. The Barcelona charts, we're not going to need them anymore. Go Frankfurt. I don't think they still show this, right? Yeah, no. That's our airport. And 9. I think we planned, yes, we planned for 07 right. Which is this one right here. Cool. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Long enough runways. Definitely don't want to land on 07 left. That taxi would be... yeah, definitely don't want to do that as a taxi. But yeah, 07 right, perfectly fine. Center is probably being used for takeoffs. That's good. We're gonna go back and go to... actually, let's do approach. And ILS... 07 right. Back and arrival. So we're on MPAC. What is it? 4 Sierra? Is there a Sierra? Let me double check with my flight plan real quick. Oh, Charlie, it's not Sierra. Sierra was our departure. Impact 4 Charlie. So there you go. Alright, so for this arrival we're gonna be coming down south here. Yep, perfect. Now we do have some constraints to take care of. Constraints are on. 360 or below, 290 or above. I pretty much just come in, take these as vectors. At some point we'll break out to intercept, and we'll land on runway 07 right. So perfecto. Everything's as intended. We have already put our arrival into the FMS. So we got 07 right with the impact arrival. I do want to see though. I have all those weird waypoints in there. Yeah, I do. I mean, by weird I just mean without names. Like they have this alphanumeric values. They're probably called that, like DF is probably from EDDF. We don't fly in Europe much often. Dale says, just realized I was like 6 minutes behind. Oh boy. Oh god. Now maybe if you stepped away or something, or and you paused it accidentally, I don't know. I am not sure. But hey, I'm glad you figured out. You would be like, why is there so much delay? Like, why is he reading my chats so late? Or any of the chats? Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Happens to me too. Alright, 80 from top of descent. Weather's looking good. Now let's go perf. I'm gonna go next phase. I'm just gonna put the QNH in, which is 1015. Put that in. Temperature is 04. And wind is 060 at 360 at 3. Let's try that. 3. And what's my minimums? 528 on the barrel. We'll go to the MDA. .550 ground speed, so I can catch up with you. What am I doing? 4:59. Wait, how far are you? You're fine. I don't think you need to speed up. At least that gives me more time to taxi off and then watch your landing. You know. Zoom level 14 doesn't look that bad at all. Oh, what happened to my FPS? So this way, I have 50. No, what? Okay, I have 45 to 50. And now I have that too. So yeah, maybe just something happened with the CPU. Maybe something was loading up. Yeah, I definitely want to go one notch higher on the. Am I over an airport? Because that resolution doesn't look bad. Oops. Maybe Milan? I don't know if I have ortho for the airport. Oh, there's Zurich. That's why. No wonder. Yep, that's why we got good quality mountains there. Oh yeah, we're overhead Zurich. I definitely do have ortho for that place. I think I went on TikTok for a bit, so it paused. I see. Alrighty, back to normal we go. No worries, man. Poser, cool plane gang. Well, what is that? That word. Welcome, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the stream so far, smash that like. Don't forget to do that. Definitely helps the community out. Makes us get bigger. Now, recently the streams have been like really slow in terms of like new subscribers. Completely like barely. Like there's been so many streams that 0 new subscribers. Some streams with 1 or 2. It's just been extremely slow, and I'm like, it's like different patches, right? It's like there's a good period and then there's like a very bad period, and it just keeps going between that. You know, that's fine. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Keep doing what you do. But at the end of the day, you know, all you guys have been a part of this community for so long. Definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all keep this going, man. Y'all keep this going. If I had like 2 viewers, yeah, that would be like really like, what is happening here? They'll just like not keep me motivated. But you know, just seeing all you familiar faces in here is like, yeah, you know what? Definitely should continue doing this. So absolutely appreciate every one of you. So thank you so much. X-Plane looks really great. I mean, yeah, you know, this update I've been like, it's definitely looking better. All right, is this overhead, Zurich? Look at that ortho. Yep, we're right overhead. It's where's the airport though? That ortho looks so freaking nice. Where's my airport? I mean, not my airport, but Zurich Airport. Oh, I have an idea. LZSH, right behind me to the right. Oh, is it LSZS? Whatever that is. Maybe it's like probably far from the city, I would assume. Oh. That Bihar behind and to my whatever. Oh, there's the airport. Found it. Found it. Most likely that is the airport. Oh no, I do intend to continue doing this, my man. Absolutely. Can you fly a 7.6 sometime? Yeah, probably next week or the week after, because there's the one thing that I'm really struggling with FlightFactor planes right now is just the FPS in general. Like they're low for some reason. Like I had no problems with them as such on X-Plane 11. But in 12, it's like I just keep getting like much lower FPS than even Zibo or something. But yeah, definitely, man. If you have any recommendations for the flight, put it in my Discord. There's a little flight request channel. That way it gets picked up. Back and parked had yet another hard landing. There you go, man. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. I have more bad landings than good. It's fine, man. It's fine. Like, you know, so if you were to watch, like maybe if you hang around until we get to the replays, I always try to see what I did wrong, and I explain what I did wrong, or at least how I took what was my mistake, and I try to keep that in mind. And eventually, like once you have enough things in mind, your landings will start getting better and better. And again, hard landings, like again, depends on how hard. If you're like getting absolute smashers, then it's bad, but otherwise, like it's fine to get like a negative 300 feet per minute landing or something, you know, 350, all good. It's when it goes about 450, 500, that's, yeah, then there's definitely something that's bigger that you need to work on. But yeah, honestly, like just watch your own landings and try to figure out what you could have done better. I'll show you when we do, or just go back to any of the streams in the replays and watch me like explain what I did wrong, because most landings are not perfect. They might be soft, or softer, but they're not perfect. Like, you know, sometimes I focus too much on trying to be in the, you know, trying to hit the blocks, that I completely miss out on like the center line. Sometimes I'm too fixated on the center line and then I'm not flaring enough. It's like, it happens. So you just gotta know and keep that in mind, what you gotta do. Remember, there's two axes. You gotta work both the axes together, and that's the main thing. Like, fight for that center line, man. I mean, every time I watch a video of, like, you know, real world pilots like landing planes, it's insane how they get their freaking nose wheel on the center line every single time. I'm like, damn, like, how do they do that? Like, no, like, you know, I've been flight simming for so many years, but I still struggle with like getting that perfect center line every single time. You know, forget about hard and soft landings, but like just being on the center line, like, that's like an OCD to me, which I'm not able to, like, you know, do anything about. But I'm definitely trying to keep in mind center line, because sometimes you're like off of the glide slope, then you're trying to fix the glide slope, and then you're off of the center line. You gotta try to learn and do like both together, and that's what I'm trying to do as well. Like, just use both axes together. Like, you don't have to do, like, you know, I'm not saying you're doing it, but in general, like, things I think about. But yeah, my request has been ignored for a while now. Man, you're talking about South America. I don't have ortho yet about, man. There's a reason why. It's not that I want to ignore them. Hey HD, what's up, bro? Good to see ya. How's everything? I watched your video landing in LAX. Tail says it's hard to keep track of all the things to remember. Exactly. And then if you're flying the Boeing, you gotta, you know, you're also moving the throttles and stuff and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's like, I'm not perfect. Probably none of us are. Like, it's crazy. Like, even when I see flight deck to Simland, dude, him, like, we won. They get it right even on flight sims. I'm like, how do they do that? It's just that they have it working that way. And I think my biggest problem is just not using both the axes I mean, I do use them together a lot of times, but then it's not perfect. Like, and that's why, you know, I have a better idea, or better landings in general with a center line and stuff when I'm flying with a yoke. I usually land better with a yoke than I do with a joystick, because joystick is like a completely different game. Like, you know, if you're trying to flare and also like go to the left, or you're just trying to pitch up and go to the left, you gotta hold it like to the side a little, and that's where it's like, yeah, you gotta hold it at that angle, perfectly left, perfectly up. But yeah. Daniel says there is a hack. For what? Hack for what? Center line is hard for me, especially since I don't. Yeah, then it's like, yeah, then it's definitely hard. But without ortho, it's worth it. Yeah, man. In the level up 737-800, most of the time I think it's just best to focus on getting it down. True that. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, but I would take a firmer landing center line near the blocks as much as possible. I mean, obviously in the touchdown zone, I definitely don't want to land outside the touchdown zone, but I have this weird obsession of trying to touch down on the blocks, and that's why I try to dip under the glide slope, which is a very bad habit that I have. And honestly, like, when I do start taking real life lessons, I'll have to like get that out of my mind and trying to, I mean, sure, like in a Cessna 172, like, you know, you can definitely hit the blocks easily without a problem, but that's my another obsession, and that's why you know there was a time when I used to try and butter every single landing. Now I'm just trying to get it down, you know, sooner. If it's a butter, great. If it's not, whatever, you know. Just download a freeware SKPS scenery, or else your runway. Ooh, I see what you mean. Oh, Luca, what's up? Absolutely doing fantastic. Hope you're well as well. Good to see you in here. Welcome aboard. Smooth like butter. Hey Akon, what's going on, man? 2 hours of clouds tweaking and almost getting there. We'll share Lua file soon. Hey man, I don't know, but go back on the stream and watch and look at the clouds. I mean, it could probably be these specific clouds. Oh my god, that ortho is so cool. Really good quality ortho there. But yeah, the clouds have been pretty good today. Oh shit. Did I miss my top of descent? I think I did. I need to start descending. I think I missed my top of descent. Yeah, definitely missed my top of descent. Let's bring it down. What's my airports? That's my lowest on this one, 100. Let's bring it down, 100. I'm gonna do some spoilers here. Make that descent. I'm gonna get rid of the music at this point. Typing on a phone is hard. I keep accidentally sending the comment because the backspace is right above. Oh shit. I see. I was wondering what was going on there. Well, Lucas says I fly both 737 and 767. You know, better landings are not the same, but you just have to try and keep. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. The hack with the center line, the center of your runway with your nav display. Yeah, no. That's like I know how to get the center line. It's just that I'm not able to navigate properly like every single time, and have my nose wheel touch down on the center line every single time. So that's a problem. Like I know how to line up. Like lining up is not a problem for me, but like just towards the end, like it's just I can't maintain it all the time. Oh, I love doing that with the 7.3 for sure, and anything with the yoke in general. I do like, and I can do better on the center line with the yoke because it's just two different axes completely, while the joystick is like one motion for everything. Like on the yoke you're doing that and that, pulling it back. It's just that the two different axes. That's why. But yeah, I definitely get better center lines with my yoke. My landings have been better when I get it down to 10 feet, then cut the power and try to hold the flare. Yeah, that's what I do too. Like, I don't go by any. Some people say, ask me like, oh, when do you cut out your power? I'm like, it totally depends on that approach. Like, if I'm dropping quickly when I'm approaching the runway, like towards the end, like when I heard the 50-40 counts coming in, when I hear if it's too fast on the count, I'll probably, why is my constraints off? 180 or below. I think I might be able to do it. Yeah, the point being that, yeah, my power depends on a lot of things. I don't have a fixed thing to cut out the power at. Even if Airbus yells at me sometimes, for retarding like 3 times, I'll still not retard unless I feel confident to retard. We'll see today what I do. But yeah. If you're a general aviation pilot, you don't really gotta worry about runway length as much. True that, but then to become a general aviation pilot, especially like on Cessnas and stuff, you need to know short field landings. So when you're practicing, because on your, I think on your test, like on your, I forgot what it's called, but like they expect you to land on a short field or maybe demonstrate a short field landing, and you need to stop soon. So, and it's always better, the sooner you stop, the better it is. The quicker you can take the exit, clear the runway, and all that kind of fun stuff. Mail handler, what's up, bro? How's it going? Are you getting the texture issue with this beta version? Actually, I haven't so far. I haven't had any issues. I definitely. Ooh, wow! Look at that scenery, man. Yeah, I definitely haven't had those issues. Alright, 18,000 feet. What is happening here? Oh, sim crash. Okay, no, never mind. Alright, 18,000 feet. What's my transition level here? Let's take a look at that real quick. Transition altitude. Transition level. Altitude is 5,000, so we'll do 5,500 here. 5500. Let's put that in transition. Flight level 55. Now let me get the weather from X-Plane if I can. I can't see myself anymore here. Just hold it wherever the autopilot holds it. Yeah, I mean, yes, you know, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, conceptually, like, I'm very clear on what I need to do. It's just that being able to do it consistently is like, it's, yeah, that's something that I'm not able to do yet. But anyway, we're gonna have to take a look at what auto brake settings I need to use. I can definitely use low on auto brakes. That's cool. I do have that. I'm gonna get my LS on. There you go. Oh, suddenly the cockpit became bright. That's flight number 2, probably gonna do one more. Nice. I wish I could fly that often every day. Oh man, clouds definitely have improved. At least from what we saw in the stream. Not saying they're good or great, but they've definitely improved. Now let's bring the zoom in. $40. Alright, coming up on 28 likes, guys. If you haven't already, now's the time. Let's get to 30, maybe 40. Who knows? Who knows? Thank you so much for the support. We're actually 5 away from 2650 on the sub count. A little milestone, you know. Auto brakes are set. I'm gonna arm the spoilers here. Don't have to use it. 110 or below. Why is the plane not trying to make it? Why is the plane not trying to make that altitude restriction happen? Maybe it will. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, 110. Oh, okay, it's not showing everything. 100 above, 110 or below. We have one aircraft. I'll just make an announcement. Frankfurt traffic, Condor 2644, 2 miles from Zarku, on the MPAX 4 Charlie arrival for ILS runway 7 right, Frankfurt. That's how it is with me. Can't get the center line all the time. I got this time, but then again, we also have to remember these planes don't give us a whole idea of what it's like. Yeah, true that, man. Adult Tom, hello. Welcome aboard. Thank you, man. Why are we still holding 300 knots? Don't we want to slow down? Alright, so my next altitude I'm gonna make is gonna be this one at Robsa. Robsa's 4,000, so it's gonna hold 100 for now, and then we'll continue descending from there. We're 10,000. What? I would say probably 10,900. That's weird. Alright, there's the point. Alright, zoom into 20. 3 miles from Adness. Okay, now it's trying to get down. Get back down on the managed speed. Man, look at that cockpit, looking solid. Love delivery, man. Love delivery. We just hit 10,000 here. We're still, yeah, we've crossed it, so we kind of missed it. Let's go there. Let's actually, you know what? Yeah, you know, that's fine. 300. We're trying to slow down. I'm just gonna hold the altitude. Oh, where's my? Wait, what's up with? How do you hold altitude on Airbus? Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll just do this for now. It's still trying to descend here. At that speed, which is definitely a no-no. I'm just gonna give it spoilers here. Engine fire? Oh boy. Alright, there you go. Landing rate predictions, I'm gonna bring them on right now. Go start. And spoilers armed. Man, this ortho's beautiful. Engine 2 is a goner. GG, bro. I got a rudder prediction. Yeah, I've been pretty bad with the A321 lately. See how it goes. Oh shit. Seatbelt signs. Landing lights, runway turn-offs, nose lights, wing lights coming on. Well, I'm counting on myself as well. At 250 knots is good for now. We'll hold that speed. Now let's get an updated weather there. Oh! 1015-0303. 050 at 3. Cool. That's pretty light on the winds, already at 9 knots at 6,000 feet. Calm winds today, folks. Calm winds. Absolutely no excuses for me today. Red roofs? Like, what's happening there? It's in heaven. And this ortho's pretty solid, honestly. Alright, baby, let's go. 1015. Here we go. Auto brakes are set. I think we're pretty good. Actually, yeah, I'll hold the speed. We're too low too soon, but that's fine. German roofs are commonly red or yellow because of the clay. But isn't the clay like a shade of maroon compared to like red? Like this is Maybe it's my reshade preset. Oh, it's actually my reshade, I think. That makes it look red. Yeah, that's clay. That looks more like clay color now. That's my reshade messing with it. That's Europe for you. There you go. Look at all those trees. Beautiful. There's not many here, but there's like a crap ton there. Why is it showing fall colors? Interesting. Oh yeah, that's the issue with the ortho in general. Could be, but they are odd type of color. The common architecture would be different from... Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Most houses where I live are red brick. Nice. Alright, let's slow down the aircraft here. I'm gonna go there. And then we're getting to ready to drop our first notch of flaps here. Alright. Speed check. Flaps 1. Watch the slats come out. And let's slow down to flaps 2 speed here. Let's go a little bit lower on that altitude here. 3,500. Continue that descent. And let's go flaps 2. FPS is dropping for some reason, and that's CPU is to blame as always. Oh shit. What happened to my FPS? Let's explain for y'all. Alright, 190, we'll hold this for a while. Some with red roofs, I see. Yeah, but it slows down X-plane, so it's kind of makes sense for the network in general. No, it's not X-pilot. I mean, the reason why they do it is that it disrupts WATSIM in general. Like, if you're flying in half time, like if you're like at a half speed than everyone else, then yeah, it kind of disrupts everything on WATSIM. So I get why they've done it. Alright, bring the zoom in. We'll make a right turn real quick and then we'll come down for the landing here. Frankfurt traffic, Condor 2644, right downwind for ILS 7 right. Yeah, it's not real-time speed, yep. My FPS is going down for some reason. And that too with the Toliss, interesting. Something is taxing my CPU. I used to have that issue with the Toliss when I flew an X-plane, but I had zero clue what it was. Oh, shit. Alright, slow down. My reapproach is 145. Now let's go flaps 3. At 170. I'm gonna go heading. Maintain the altitude. Isn't it supposed to go the other way? Maybe it's picking that wrong signal, the false ILS signal. I'm assuming. IFSE. I'm done with this one. IFSE, so that's cool, that's correct. Alright, you know what? Let's descend down to 3,000 now. And I am gonna make the right turn. Continue for me, please. Shit. I'm struggling. Gotta see that.
2,500.
And let's make the right turn. Frankfurt traffic, Condor 2644 right base, intercepting ILS 07 right. And approach. Why am I struggling so bad? What? We're already on a 9-mile final. I'll go with that. Activate approach phase. Let's go. 149. Let me go perf here. Activate approach phase. Confirm approach phase. Now I'm gonna go there. Let's go gear down. Flaps full. Flyby. We got the glide slope already. Localizer is still being captured, so perfectly timed to descend. And Frankfurt traffic, Condor 2644, 7-mile final for ILS 7 right. Yep, it's still dropping. Best of luck on the landing. I'll keep the cockpit sterile. Hey, Aviotek, what's up, man? Moments away from calling you the R word. Yep, definitely. Diego, what's up? Welcome aboard. Let's see. Alright, I am gonna, I'm gonna let it fly a little bit. One last call. And Frankfurt traffic, Condor 2644, short final, ILS, 07 right. My aircraft. Yeah, FPS is still dropping, it seems.
400.
The poppies say I'm low, but my
300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
continue. Yeah, no, FPS is dead.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, read on, 10, 5.
Take it reverse. I'll take it in that FPS. Reverse is stowed, manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frankfurt.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You may see is with your seatbelt fastened, and the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. At that point, we will depart.
Could have been a lot worse, isn't it? Yeah, scenery looks good, definitely. And Frankfurt traffic, Condor 2644 crossing runway 07 center. Alright, clean up the flaps. Keep the lights on.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on this flight. We look forward to seeing you in the future. Have a great day.
Is it the scenery? It could be the scenery, I'm not sure. Or it could be looking in a particular direction. Maybe it is the scenery. Alright, clean that up. Strobe lights going off. Runway turn on, wing lights no longer needed. Wait, I'm not on LevelUp anymore? The heck? Oh, maybe I did get disconnected. I think it has to be the scenery. With the FPS. Scenery does look good. Except the anti-aliasing. Alright, short final. Okay, he's right there. APU available, APU bleeds coming on. Alright, we're gonna clear off this taxiway and then watch his landing. I think he's on one engine. I think he's on one engine. We gotta definitely look at that. Alright, stop right here. And on the other side, there you go. Almost missed it. Are you on one engine, seriously? Okay, that's probably a LEVLUP issue. Or maybe you did get a smasher. It does show both your engines running, but it could be the CSL. I don't think it transfers that data. Yeah, the FPS seems to be a concern right now with the scenery. With the scenery, look at that. Like, it looks so freaking good. I definitely should reach out to them and I'll let them know that the FPS was an issue, especially with like a Toliss plane. Yeah, that's not a good FPS. It's kind of heavy on the CPU. Yep, parking brake on. I need a brake fan here. Park on the next one. Oh, what? I think that's Sim Heaven. We'll park on the other side. Is there another side? Yeah, let's just park there. Bravo 26. Sim Heaven's buildings are cutting through. Hey Sticks, what's up, bro? Welcome. Yeah, that's definitely Sim Heaven. Hey, all good, man, all good. And I landed in Amsterdam my first time. Actually, it took a lot. Oh, Amsterdam has some sort of an issue. Where if you look in a particular direction, it just messes everything up on the FPS side. Have like a marshaller or VDGS? I think it does have that. But why is it like there? What's going on? Oh, it's working. It's just on the side. I wonder why. Maybe that's how it is on the actual airport. Who knows? There, said the parking brakes. Ah! Seatbelt signs off. Engines off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frankfurt. Beacon lights going off as well. Oh, right on the money. Whoa, we got 2 jetways. Where do they go? Yeah, it's Sam. It works with Sam. They're like the 2 drivers are in sync with each other. Pretty sick. But I wonder where the second jetway is gonna go. Okay, got one there. And more, yeah, that's... What? It opened all my doors? Probably have to turn it off. Well, it is going the right place. Pretty cool. Quicker deboarding. 2 jetways for an Airbus, yep. Pretty cool. We got the ground services already unloading the bags. Insane. Hey, let's take a look at the scenery real quick. We're gonna bring the music back on. And we're gonna take a quick look at the scenery, and then we'll do our what do you call it? Who's that? That's someone. Oh, he parked right here. Wizard Crumbs is right here. Pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, y'all definitely saw the runways. They look pretty solid. I think everything... Why are they shiny? Is there water on it? I'm not sure. We'll have to watch the replays. What's up with that? Grass is okay. A little low res on the grass side. Yeah, we got another runway right there. The runways do look nice. Got all kinds of buildings here. Lufthansa Technique. Their maintenance thing, little maintenance area. That's there. Zoomed in, the textures are a little off, but like from a respectable distance. I would still say these textures are a little low res, but like just in general, it looks pretty good. How's the tower? Tower's decent. Well modeled. I think the textures are a little off. But we got all the parking lots. We got the cars. Look at these ones. All the markings. Let's see how the markings are. Wow. The markings are pretty high res. Thick. Jetways. And they're alright. Like, you know, just from a further distance away. How does it look from where we are? Like the sponsors? Acceptable. Definitely acceptable. I mean, acceptable meaning definitely sharp enough at a decent distance. Unless you zoom in like extremely, but I think this is good. And what else? If anyone wants to see anything specific, let me know. Where's like the other area? Like there's a terminal on this side. That's where I took the screenshot of the for the thumbnail. Where I took it, that's probably, I don't know what building that is, but I actually like it. Now time to check out the night lighting on this. Wow, look at that. Oh wait, what just happened? Oh, X-plane being X-plane. I think that's realistic. That's actually a pretty good brightness. Look at the freaking moon there. Oh, those light up. And X-plane really needs to do something about the CPU usage. I think honestly, I think it's worth it, except the FPS. So I would recommend keeping an eye out on that, and you know, maybe it is something else that's causing it, but for me, there is definitely an FPS drop without a doubt. So, you know, y'all definitely want to keep that in mind. And it's more to do with the CPU. There's something going on with the CPU. So if you have a beefy CPU, you should be fine. But like my CPU causes me problems a bunch of times anyway, so like, yeah. Why is the terminal behind us? Low. Oh god. Pretty decent looking. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It looks pretty good. I would say, I mean, pretty good, but the FPS is the only problem, and maybe like a little bit of low res on the roof. But again, how many times are you gonna look at the roofs? Many. And it's probably, you know, people try to mess with X-plane limitations as well, and you know, the biggest thing actually is the X-plane limitations with ollies and all that. And yeah, but let's get some rain going here real quick, see how that looks. Customize, precipitation, still heavy. Standing water medium. Do that, see how that looks. Why is the water not displaying? I mean, I've had this issue on non-paver airports as well, like default airports. That just, is the water... I don't know if this is an X-plane issue or... try to get a standing water max. Standing water max. Get more precipitation. Done, apply changes. The repilot bug according to him, I see. Yeah, I definitely can't see any water here. Maybe it's because of the visibility? I think now I see it. No. Where is it? Check the runway here real quick. I think it's an X-plane thing. It took off into rainy Seattle. It didn't show me there as well. And the other thing is it does have grass, but this is again an X-plane thing. I have the same issue happening at LAX. So whatever is being done on that is clearly not working. Any of this. You can test yourself and let me know if you see it. Let's drop the temperature here. Let's be snowy medium. I don't know if snow I think snow should show up. Yeah, snow shows up. Oh wow! This is actually pretty cool. How good the snow looks. You know, it's like terminal area. Although the lines do show up on top of it, which is kind of weird. Shouldn't be that way. But that's pretty sick. Actually, now let me get less snow here. We light my changes. Okay, there's definitely a bit of extra snow. I don't know if that's an X-plane thing. Like at this point, it's like, you know, you don't know how many things are an X-plane thing. But it does look nice. It does look nice. How does the snow on the ground look at night? Oh wow, look at those PBR. Shoot, that's nice. I like the PBR on it. Nice. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Jay Lightning, what's going on, brother? Welcome aboard. Alright, time to jump. Actually, let me see if my doors are gonna be open. Okay, not really. Okay, cool. I don't have to turn the doors off. The Zibo you have to do. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Everything's icing up. My windows are icing. Let me go through real quick. Closed, closed, closed. Closed, closed. Closed, closed. What the hell? Okay, and that's funny. Anyway, so all my doors are now closed. Let's go back again. That landing real quick. All right, here we go. Oh, I absolutely do remember you, my friend. Good to see it. That. Oh, on the blocks, baby. A little bit above the center line, but I'll take it. Oh, yeah, corrected it. Still wanted to go that way. I don't know why. Well, apparently the runways are definitely wet. Watch that coming in. Guys, if you haven't already, smash that like. Yeah, that was a pretty decent landing, absolutely. I agree with you. Yeah, but the center line could have been better. Without a doubt. Definitely got the blocks, just about. Just about got the blocks there. I'll take that all day. Take that all day. And the winner was Ideal, which no one bet on. Yeah, I don't know if it's a 3D grass, but something is causing a drop in the FPS. Try turning down your texture settings in the settings. That apparently seems to help. Yeah, turning down actually removes the blur a little. Oh man, I'll take that. Alright, time to roll the rock. And we're gonna go to the tower view. Oh, well done. We're right inside the tower. Watch that, and we'll call it a day. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. Frankfurt, it is my takeaway for this airport is I think I like it in general, except the FPS drop. So if they can fix that, I would highly recommend this airport. Definitely looks amazing. Let's watch that. J Lightning, it will be Thursday. Definitely, I don't know if you're on my Discord or not, but check out the first link in the description. Join the Discord. That way you know it in advance when I'll be streaming. But look at that. I'll take that landing. I'll take that landing. All day. All day. What did my ACAR say? Negative 156 is what that said. Ah, cool. Alright, guys. This is gonna be it for today's stream. Thank you so much for everyone who stopped by on the channel. We did cross 30 likes. You guys are absolutely amazing. Yeah, we'll be on Thursday next. Most likely we'll be flying the Airbus A340 from Toliss, and we might also have a giveaway. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to smash that subscribe button and join the Discord and all that fun stuff. Hit the like. That's the easiest thing to do. Hit the like. But thank you once again. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me today, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Until then, bye bye, take care, stay safe everyone, and maybe is signing out. Peace.